Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jinesh and I'm a third year computer science student at Memorial University, and I often make videos about life in Canada, how international students live out here. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the common problems international students face when first time moving to Canada, and I'm also going to talk about some basic things that you can do to avoid these problems. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm headed out to get some coffee from Tim Hortons, so I'm going to talk to you guys on the way. You're watching Talks with Jinesh. Let's get started. Coming out here, you probably have a lot of questions. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break everything down for you and tell you how nicely you can adjust in this environment here. I'm going to give you the exact and straight information. It's going to be like a straight talk. So watch this video till the end. The temperature right now is 26 degrees and it's a beautiful day today. So let me show you around actually how it is. This area is Baltimore Street. A friend of mine lives somewhere down there. And this is the university area. So this is the university area behind me. This whole street is Elizabeth Avenue, and this is the street that I live in as well. This is the university area. That is the gym out there. It's huge inside. It's closed now due to the pandemic. That is the Arts and Administration building over there. Behind that is the Queen Elizabeth II Library, and behind that is the University Center. When I first got here, the number one thing that bothered me was the temperature. And you cannot do anything about the temperature, obviously, but it's really cold out here, especially if you're coming here in the winter semester, like I did. I came here in December 2017 in the winter time, and it was shivering cold. I think I just had like a t-shirt or something, maybe a thin jacket on, and it was so cold as I stepped out of the airport. So make sure that you have some nice warm clothes with you from India. A good place to do your shopping would be Decathlon. Decathlon is expensive in India, but they have really good quality. So if you buy a nice jacket, then you can be assured that you're going to be safe and you're going to be warm with that jacket when you get here. When I was doing my shopping in India, obviously my father was very overprotective, and so he brought me more things than I needed. So I got gloves and hats and caps, socks, thick woolen socks, jackets, so many jackets. So you can also get that if you can afford it. A nice, but in my opinion, a simple jacket is good enough. A simple thick jacket from Decathlon is pretty good enough. Quechua is the brand that I brought mine, but that is only good as long as there's no snow. If it snows, you cannot wear that jacket because it's not waterproof. This is one of the nice houses here. It's got a nice huge garden, and that up there, I think is a chicken statue. I think it's pretty good. Maybe it's a sprinkler that sprinkles water all over. And it's a beautiful view today. It's a clear day, so can't be any better. The Quechua jacket that I purchased from India was really good for me, and with that jacket I was able to survive for quite some time here. Then I eventually purchased my own jacket, like an actual winter jacket from here. It was around $300. $300 is a lot of money, 15,000 rupees, right, sir? $300. I purchased the jacket, and that kept me warm throughout. It's been like two and a half years, and I still have that jacket. So these winter jackets, once you invest in them, they're going to last you for a good amount of time. They don't go bad. Nothing happens to that, right? So it's going to be good to invest a nice amount of money when you're first buying a jacket, as well as shoes. Winter shoes are very much needed here. During the snow, winter shoes is something that's going to keep your feet warm, and it's going to prevent you from slipping. Because when there's snow, when the snow gets hard, it's very easy to slip and fall. So if you have a nice winter shoes, that's going to be very helpful for you. Another thing that's been a common challenge for many international students, including myself, is cooking. So not many of us are used to cooking. In India, we're used to being served nice, delicious meals at our plate. But when you get here, it's not going to be like that. So you're going to have to cook your own meals. And for any reason, if you enjoy cooking, then that's good. It's a huge bonus point for you. That is going to be really helpful as well. For spices, it is better to bring some Indian spices with you if you can, because Indian spices here are obviously very expensive. Like you can get a little bit, this big bottle of, say, chili powder is going to be like $5, like $5. So why would you spend that much money, right? When you can bring a good amount of spice from India itself. You might also want to bring a pressure cooker with you because here in Canada, most people often use slow cookers. So slow cookers are something that cooks at its own pace. Like it'll take, if you want to bake something or you want to cook something, in that it takes 8 to 9 hours to cook. It's electric, and it's better to bring a cooker with you if you can, if you're used to using that. For me, what happened, an incident took place with me. I brought a nice small pressure cooker in my first time here, and what happened was I left it on because I'm not used to cooking, right? So I left it on in the kitchen, and then after like say an hour or so, a huge sound was made, and the emergency vessel bursted off the pressure cooker because I forgot to turn it off on time. So make sure that you're really careful, especially because Canadian people here are not used to seeing such pressure cookers, and they get really scared when the whistle even blows. They get really scared. So make sure that you're being careful with the pressure cooker that you bring. There's the garden cleaning going on here. You guys, I have a friend of mine here, Farhan, who is actually a first-year student in business. And so, Farhan, tell us, how do you find cooking here? How do you manage it?
Right now, this is like one of the most important thing for me because this is my first time ever in the whole life cooking.
Yeah.
And I have to do that alone because
Yeah.
I'm staying alone.
Yeah.
I have no one to help. Like I have to start from the
So
zero.
I guess it must be very challenging for you, then, eh?
Yeah. Right now, it's pretty challenging, but I'm learning like everyday new stuffs. Like I cooked chicken last time.
Oh,
So I got to know that thing.
oh, that's pretty interesting. So tell us, give the future students who are coming here, give them an advice what they should work on before coming here. What advice would you have for them?
The thing is like the main problem I'm facing right now is like the cooking stuff. So I will tell the future students who will coming here in Canada or in anywhere, like they should know something like 0, 1, 2, 3, like something.
Yeah, of course.
According like to the cooking stuff, like they should learn some stuff.
So maybe they should learn everything in their home country if they can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the main suggestion that I can give to them like right now.
Perfect. Thanks, Farhan. Thanks a lot, man. So now you've got some real advice from a first-year student as well. And so let me show you the view here. It's just beautiful. This is the Churchill Square, and this is the Churchill Park here. This is just amazing, isn't it? That's the bus stop right there. Where am I pointing? There, right there's the bus stop. And we're going to go into Tim Hortons now. There's the bank here. This is the whole Churchill Square. And there's the bank here as well. The CIBC, Scotia Bank is out there. I don't know if you can see it. It's out there. And Tim Hortons is out there. Shoppers Drug Mart is out here. So this is the pedestrians walkway, and it's under construction. They're building it. In this video, you've seen how empty the streets are. This is Churchill Square, and this is where you're actually going to find most people. So you see some humans roaming around in No Man's Island. This is not No Man's Island, but this is pretty cool where you actually get to see some people here. And see there's some humans out there as well. So we're probably going to get a chocolate ice cap. And there's so many options. It's always so confusing, when you enter Tim Hortons. Hi, how are you? Oh, can I get a chocolate ice cap? Medium size. Okay, so the two of us are sitting down here and enjoying this chocolate ice cap. And what have you got, Farhan?
I have the chocolate cream chill one.
Oh, that's interesting. It's pretty delicious, isn't it?
It's delicious, and the thing is like the weather outside, it's pretty hot. So
Yeah, it's perfect for the weather. Another problem that most of us international students especially have faced, including myself, is the accent. So obviously not everyone is accustomed to the foreign accent, and so understanding that can be challenging at times. So let's ask Farhan here, what challenge have you faced with accent here in Canada?
The thing is like we are from subcontinent,
Yeah.
so like subcontinent people has some accent. Like
Yeah.
this is the real truth. So the thing is like sometimes people in here like don't understand like what you are trying to say. Like it doesn't happen like lot more time, but sometimes it happens. Like,
Yeah.
maybe once in every 10 situation. So like it's a
It
problem.
can be difficult
It can
to
be difficult.
get the point across,
Like,
right?
yeah, what you're trying to say and what you want to say, then like it's kind of a problem.
Yeah. So I think, in my opinion, the cure for this, I mean, there is no cure, but like the way you can handle this would be to be more slow and to speak uh, in a more understandable way. So what I do is when I'm speaking to a proper Canadian, I try to slow down and I try to make my words more clear. So that way I am more understandable to the other person as well. It is a pretty hot day today. Now I'm going back home to continue my work. But another point would be jobs. Finding a job in the beginning is definitely difficult for us. A job is definitely a necessity here. We definitely need work, and if you're coming here for the first time, and if you're from a middle class family like I am, you're definitely going to need a job to sustain yourself. And you can easily find a job. It's not that difficult, honestly. I've found so many jobs. I've left so many jobs, and I've actually been picky, on which job I want to work at and which job I don't want to work at. So most people often think that it's a huge challenge to find a job, but it's actually not. I've made a full separate video about how to find jobs, and I've also made a full separate video about the 5 easy to find jobs here in Canada. So there are links in the description. You can check them out. It's going to be really helpful for you if you want to know more information about how to find a job. And I'm passing the gas station now. So this is Mini Mart, and that is the subway there. An interesting point to note and observe is how clean this place is here. See, you're not going to find litters around. So even when I finish this, I'm finished with this cup of coffee, and what I'm going to do is throw it in the garbage bin when I find one. If I don't find one, I'm going to keep it in my hand. So that's the standard of living here. People are educated, and you're going to find a lot of cleanliness. You're going to find a lot of hygiene here in Canada. Garbage. So you can easily find a job here, and for the time that you don't find a job, you're going to need money to sustain yourself. So it's always a good idea to bring some money with you. What you can do is either deposit in the GIC account, where in Scotiabank, that's what I did. You have to deposit, I think, $10,000, and every month you're going to be receiving some amount from that GIC to carry on your living expense. So you can do that. That'll be as an emergency fund, or you can use that to pay your fees in your second year if you find a job early on. But if you don't, you can either do the GIC thing, or you just bring some cash with you and use that to manage your rent, food, and other miscellaneous expenses. And once you do find a job, what you can do is save the money that comes from the GIC and use it towards your fees from your second year on. And another point that most international students face as a problem would be time management. So obviously in India, like I'm from India, so it wasn't easy when I got here to manage time, manage everything at all at once. Like, for example, I needed some time to cook. I obviously needed time to work. I needed time to study. And so all of these come together. Definitely is challenging, but I tell you, it is 100% doable. You can definitely manage it. So you have to be good at time management. So what you can do is set yourself a nice routine. And as long as you're sticking to this routine, it's going to be really helpful for you. Set some time aside, your job hours, and then set some time aside for your studying, set some time aside for yourself, and make sure you stick to this routine. Because if you do actually stick to the routine, then you're going to be doing all of your responsibilities as well. And that's really rewarding in the end. I'm also thinking about making a video on time management, of how international students manage their time. So if you want to see that video, then put it in the comments below. And also, if you have a video suggestion for me, put that as well in the comments. All of this grass has been cut, and it looks so much more prettier right now than it was looking before. And my house is somewhere around there. This is the university area. You've seen it already. So that's it for this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. And if you have any particular question, you can always leave it in the comments. Also, follow me on Instagram. I do also answer a lot of questions there as well. The Instagram ID is Jinesh1971. It's been fun, guys. Talk to you later.